Hello, my friends, and welcome to Skyrim Sundays. We have returned, and we are back once more with our good friend Lysandor. A little bit of bard, a little bit of mage. A little bit of bard, a little bit of mage. Thalmor Agent turned Arcane Seeker Lysandor returns from the depths of Dimhollow Crypt with the Vampire Princess Serana and her Elder Scroll in hand. The secrets he's chased for months are finally within reach, but one immortal obstacle stands in his way. To claim the power locked within the scroll, Lysandor must confront Serana's father, Lord Harkon, Prince of the Nightmare Court, a vampire lord whose strength rivals the Dominion itself. Their clash will decide the fate of the scroll, the court, and every shadowed corner of Skyrim. Oh, fun stuff. We're back with the mage. Will he or won't he? Will he, stick to the mission and achieve the ends of the Aldmeri Dominion? Or will love find a way into his cold, elven heart? Or maybe some wine? Or blood? The wine is blood, child. No, it's just wine. I promise, it's just wine. Don't worry about it. What's up, Raven? Hello, Brameth. How are you guys doing? Mr. Lothar with the dagger and the cat lurking in a box. Holy cow, or is that a sword? Either way, that cat's finished, man. Or is it? It's Mr. Lothar's cat. Because Schrodinger hasn't got shit on Mr. Lothar. Well, we have escaped from Dimhollow Crypt, my friends. No small thanks to many deaths and, I suppose the help of Lucian Flavius, who was, in the end, a pretty good tank. And, of course, we've rescued the lovely Serana. Boy, does she look weird and twisted and goth and, yeah. Well, speaking of that, Lucian looks pretty goth himself in this outfit. All right. I didn't know elves could grow hair on their legs like that. That's wild. Everywhere and nowhere. That's right. So shall we, I wonder. Let me see if we can do something with the sounds here. This is crazy. Masters all the way up. Yeah. Effects. Maybe turn those up a tad. A little bit of footsteps. A little bit of voice. Ambiance. Good old ambiance. Keep the wind down here where it belongs. In the interior rain we can turn way down. I always find that terribly annoying. And interior thunder, we'll turn that down as well. Oh yeah, a little dabble do ya. You guys let me know if you can hear everything. Yeah, make sure we have all the good stuff bound, of course, and ready to go. What have we got here? Let's put healing in our left and flames in our right. Perfect. Look at that. Behold the sea and all the sea represents. Heard a great story that featured the sea tonight in Raven's stream. Very well read. A heartfelt little mythological story of the founding of the tribe. I wonder what they would say about Min and Mir now. Sun's not bothering you too much, Serana? I hope not. Keep that cloak pulled up, that hood over your eyes. Can't afford to get a sunburn out here. Not on the ice. Yes, many years of study, painful study, with Dominion mages archivists, historians alike, has taught me that even here on the ice, the sun can be quite treacherous to pale skin. Also, if you find the ocean and you're headed north, turn left, and eventually you'll find Serana's home. How's everybody doing? I had a great weekend this weekend. It was really cool. Got to watch a whole bunch of streams, particularly C3, the Community Creation Con. Some really great stuff there. Both Skywind and Skyblivion look amazing. Fallout Chicago, a whole New Vegas joint, looks really, really tight. What else? Just a bunch of new stuff coming to Starfield, of course. Courtesy Sweet Peas stream this afternoon. That was amazing. And just so many other things. I got to cover, personally, Mystic Rogue Shadows of the Old World. And that was a real treat for me. So it was a fantastic weekend. And I'm kind of looking forward to things settling down for the next couple days. You know, enjoying the fruits of my labors. And catching up with things that need to be caught up with around here, like taxes, in the last minute preparation for the dogs, and their boarding coming up when we go out of town at the end of the week. But in the meantime, it's Sunday in Skyrim. And you know, it's crazy, there's even more snow on the ground in Denver than there is here in the northern reaches of the realm. We've got 2 or 3 inches out there still. We woke up with about 5, and yesterday we ended the day pretty close to 80, if not 80. So it's one of those, what the fuck, Colorado, kind of weekends. But we pulled through, and hopefully we don't catch a cold or some other superstitious stuff. I didn't go outside with a wet head. Let's put it that way. One of the positive upsides of shaving your head is that it's really easy to towel dry off after the shower. Well, there's Raven says that she's sad that she missed him so, and I missed a bunch of it too, because I was sidetracked as well, but I had it going on the side.
Let's see what you got.
Oh shit. Well, that was fairly final with one swipe. I think I forgot just how hard this is. It's been 2 weeks. If we're going off again, on again with the Bard and the Mage, I'm going to have to remember that the Mage is nowhere near as powerful as the Bard with the same settings, right? Yikes. Yeah, the weather is insane, Raven. It's absolutely nuts. I'm not sure. You know, many years ago there were these great conspiracy theories going around about weather machines and that type of thing. Those make fantastic Venture Brothers cartoon episodes. But generally speaking, they don't hold a lot of credence in real life. However, I will say this. The Flame Atronach? No, we shan't do that. Let's just double up on the old flames, I think, here. All right, we'll have to get back into first person because I get really discombobulated when I'm in third and I try to fight. Jeremy of the Settled Systems, welcome in. Yeah, that was a bonk, all right. Holy cow. Those fools were not having it. They were like, no way, traveling Thalmor Mage and your twisted companions. But anyway, what I was saying, Raven, was there are VODs for each of the portions that we want to go back and really kind of pay attention to. So check them out. They're on the Discord for C3. And for anybody who doesn't know, I can't get out of Skyrim reliably. It actually causes the game to become dramatically unstable when I do it one too many times. But if anyone can type in baseball bat, C as in cat, 3, C3, then there'll be a link there that you can check out the wiki for Community Creations Con and get a Discord link, get links to the VODs, all of those cool ass things. So that would be terrific. But for now, let us see if we can avoid the fate that we suffered before. not sure who any of these assholes are, but I know I don't want to fight them. All right, so this is... Yes. We were here before them. We went up the mountain here, and that's where we found the cave, and we rescued the beautiful Vampire Princess Serana.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Right. Not great for your skin. I kind of figured. We were just talking about that, Serana. Or I was just thinking about that, as it were. Thank you, Raven. How lovely. Our snow is nothing like that. I didn't wake up to clear blue skies. It snowed all day long and well into the evening because I went and filled up the car with gas, did the needful things for a Sunday night, and it was still lightly snowing. Oh, look at that. It's an old dwarven ruin. Well, we definitely don't want to mess with that. That would be,
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while.
Who's this? Some asshole. Well, let's book it. We're not trying to fight people. Are you guys trying to fight people? You're not. Good. Whew! Fighting people is terrible. We want to avoid that wherever possible. Unless we have the advantage. And we can get the drop on them. And we've got our spells loaded, and I'm in first person. And they're surprised, and they're stunned, and maybe held down by tangling vines, and possibly stuck in a pool of hot maple syrup, flailing about. Then, and only then, will we enter combat and fully join the heroic fray. But until then, we'll leave that to greater men than I. For I am not a man, I'm a mare, and I don't care about fighting fair. It's not really my job. My job is to gather up all the intelligence I can gather on the Court of Nightmares. Obtain this silly girl's Elder Scroll. Careful I don't drink her blood or fall in love. God forbid a mare catches feelings for a vampire princess. That would never happen, right? That's crazy. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. We haven't run into those two bandits and the one guy with the big hammer. So I'm going to call that a small victory for now. What's up, Arcane? Welcome in, my friend. How's the game sound, by the way? It seems super low to me. But maybe that's just a headphones thing? Let's see. Oh, no. No, I'm on acid. It's fine. I just had my headset turned down. We'll try not to think about that. The magic of the headset escaped me. Well, that doesn't look anything like Harkon's castle. In fact, if I didn't know better. Listen here. Guess what's on the menu tonight, guys?
Well,
pork
you
chops.
asked for it.
Pork chops. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, maybe I should talk about just a little bit of healing. Maybe not be so gung-ho about jumping into fights with every Tom, Dick, and wild boar that we run across. Yikes. Bubbles, when are you ever going to learn? You absolute clown. No, I believe that's Solitude. Solitude is lovely this time of year. We definitely don't want to go anywhere near the Horker. Horker can be very, very dangerous. Turn the volume down in your head so that knowing. Yeah, I'm like, man, the game sound. I turned everything up too, and it still sounds super low and weird. I don't like it. I gotta fix that. That's terrible. Derp. having some port tonight. I promise it's not the blood of the innocent. I have seen The Lost Boys, but it's been a few years, so chances are good no innocent were hurt or are currently suffering to satisfy my lust for blood. I mean, it's a non-zero chance that they were, but we'll try to just not think about that. It's Sunday night in Skyrim, and there's no reason to dwell on nasty things, and you know what I mean? Moving on, as they say. Spitters. I don't like spitters. I don't like them at all. Lucian, charge forth. Do the needful. Do the needful.
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Oh, not even, dude.
It was
You
much
had
too
this. You're Lucian the Flavius. And at some point in the not-too-distant future, you'll come to me and say, teach me the ways of the warrior. And I'll be like, we need to teach you. I gave you a shield and a sword. You've been doing fine so far. Just keep doing what you're doing. I don't know shit about that. Even though I do wear heavy armor as a general rule.
Excuse me.
When in Rome, or in this case, Skyrim, you know, as the agents say, right? Is that? Oh my god, I think it is. Nun root. Lovely, lovely nun root. I'm gonna have to grab this one too. I mean, I can't just leave it there, seeing as how I can see it already from where I was at. No, you're not something I can stand on. Cold, cold, cold. Woo. By Ariel's balls, that water is cold. Wait, boar in Skyrim? I'm sorry, Jeremy, are we boring you? I don't know. It looked like a wild boar to me, man. Every movie needs a shirtless saxophone solo. Right there. See, right there. Mr. Lothar, I don't know if you guys know this, because I've known Lothar for a long time. Well, not a long, long time. I'm not a vampire, but a long time. And Mr. Lothar's always been a man of impeccable taste and sublime
Perhaps we
wisdom.
could pick up the pace a little?
Right there.
My boots are starting
Dropping
to slop.
dimes. Every good movie requires a shirtless man and a ripping saxophone solo. Hell, for that matter, every bardcore theme song.
Who's there?
And I think we applied one, if I remember correctly. King crab.
You just got the short end.
Oh shit! You know what we can do with this? We can sell this to the military. I hear they love king crab in October. Temporary eunuch. Yeah. I'm feeling the pinch. Let's put it that way. I might have to adjust, but before I do that, I think I'm probably better put the flames out. You know, there's warming up, and then there's warming up. Am I right? Not that this water is going to be any less cold, but because there's not visible ice, I feel more comfortable swimming in it. I don't know. There's no visible ice, man. That's like a rule in video games, right? Must be warmer. But the animal, Jeremy? All right. I get your meaning. I didn't know there were wild boar in Skyrim either, but I'm glad that there are, because where else are you going to get sausages? You know, it's hard to have a good sausage without a wild boar, right? Where's my crew? Are they incapable of swimming? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Ah, yes. Solitude. If anything's a capital city in Skyrim, Solitude is probably a capital city in Skyrim. It's at least a capital of a whole. Alfinga. Oh, look at the pretty ships. Yeah, the one I came in on is gone now. That's all right. That's okay. be all right in a minute. If only I had some kind of spell where I could just and soak up all of the ingredients around me. God damn it. I thought I got that in here, too. It's a very handy-dandy spell, rather. The smell is coming from the guard here.
Trouble, elf.
Men of the North are kind of rank, actually. Not great. How far do we have to run up this hill to make sure that we've unlocked Solitude? Lord knows I don't want to go in. But I guess Serana can get a little shade for a minute. Cool her dainty
caravans will sell you all sorts of rare
white
curios from
skin.
across town.
Everything all right?
Shall we have a browse?
I don't know. Is everything all right with you? As you were. I can't wait to make custom ships in Elder Scrolls 6.
If you've
Hey,
come to
X,
Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If
the
not,
little goblin things in
keep your nose
Solstheim ride
clean
the
while you're
horse.
here.
Nice. That's
You'll
right.
end up like Rodney.
Nice. I've got a little goblin thing back at the house on the Bard character. Hanging out with... I am sworn to carry your burdens. While the rest of the team is running around looking for artifacts for the college. But they were stuck there trying to pry the artifact out of the magical wall things that Pedro gave us a hint on last week. And I felt like I didn't want to start in a hole. I wanted to start in the sun, man. Sorry, Serana. Reeklings. Yeah. Reeklings. So I have a feeling that my normal route through the hills here, up and over them, and then down to the Castle Volkar, is going to be just that much harder than I would normally find it in a normal playthrough. What do you guys think? I think it's probably going to be instant death a couple of times, just trying to make it across to the castle. Lucien, is there any way I can convince you to run on ahead?
so
Maybe 20 or
bright out
30
here.
paces?
I don't know how you stand it.
Well, you know, I mean, you get used to it, being a daywalker and all. This is not the Bard. This is Lysandor the Mage. Second verse, same as the first. Back and forth from one to the other. Similar to how we used to do Violet and her brother many, many months ago in Starfield. Well, Vandal and Violet Moonshine, taking turns across the settled systems. Never quite running into each other, of course, because, well, if one was alive, the other was surely dead. With a stillborn sibling in their dark and twisted past. But for some reason, that's not the case anymore. However, both the mage and the bard share the same basic universe here, I think. They certainly don't share the same quest or the same companions. Well, with the exception of Lucien. He's a man out of time, after all. Are my eyes turning, like, yellow? Oh my god, do I have Sanguinus Vampiris? Do I? Quest, combat, magic, crafting, crime. That's not how to do it. This is how to do it. Tell me more. Tell me more. Did I put up a fight? No, I do not have it. I have it not. Drain vitality. Whew. That sounds vampiric, doesn't it? Nevertheless, I don't seem to have it. I haven't somehow gotten it and then forgot to heal it.
It's only a matter of time.
But who are these guys, I wonder if it's going to be a problem. You think this guy's going to be a problem, Chad? I guess not.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother. Last mistake.
Did you just call me a milk drinker, bro?
Not very impressive.
Right? Milk drinker my ass. Son of a bitch. How dare you? How dare you? What do we have here? Solitude goes back that way. Nothing much goes back this way. Yeah, I think that's the way we want to go. All right. Let's make a real save, actually. Now that we've taken care of that obnoxious troll that we met on the road. Right, guys? You all right, Lucian? You're not going to have, like, flashbacks and stuff to murdering that man, are you? Because, I hate those guys. It's an old family beef. Let's leave it at that. No, I mean, not all of them. You know, some of them fall in line and do as they're told, but a lot of them are really difficult. Not a fan. What weather mod do I have? Cathedral weathers. Hold on. I'll tell you. Sorry, Jeremy. Cathedral. I can't really, unfortunately, look at it very well. But I tell you what, bud, I will send you a private message afterwards. I'll make a note of it with a link to the Nexus page. And maybe you can find a version of that for the Xbox. Okay. Bada boom! Note is made. Reminders are set. It's time to move forward, my pets. Let's go. Guys, I'm not evil, all right? I've got a job to do. I think like any of us, we've got jobs to do, and sometimes there's just no way around it. And then sometimes somebody calls you a milk drinker too, like right in the middle of your day job. And I can't be the first guy that like flames someone down for doing that and let their corpse on fire. Come on. Don't judge me. I know you guys have been there. Or at least wanted to. And that's like half the evil right there. So. Lucian, behind you. Bro. Seriously.
Ow!
Yeah.
Stay close to
We're
me.
trying to tell you, but you're like oblivious.
That'll
It's
teach you.
terrifying.
It was a little terrifying, wasn't it? The pelt, the meat, we'll leave the bones. Is this the bard? No, it's not. Forget the licking comment then. The licking? You were gonna lick the bard? Well, I mean, he's a musician. I'm sure he'd enjoy that. Just saying. Been around the world, heard about 1 million songs myself, so I speak with some authority on the subject. I'm sure that he'd be fine with just a little nibble at least, maybe. Hark! What tower lie directly to the north? Let's try to avoid it if we can. It's probably up to no good. I mean, we're up to no good, but it's a special kind of no good, because we're a little bit of the hero, you know? Just a touch the hero. Oh! Is that your home, girl? Who the hell is this? What? Oh, are you... Oh. Oh, you got yourself a pet. Aw. He's adorable. Yeah, I mean, a little plain, but... You know, when you're in Skyrim, you have to work with the clay the gods and ancestors give you to work with, I guess. Not much of a conversationalist either. Did he crash
Another cave.
down
I've
through
spent
steep
enough
fall?
time underground myself. But if you want to go in, I'm right behind you.
Oh, no. We're not going in. There's no going in. Going in is not indicated. I double-checked. I called my doctor. I called the king. I called the FBI. And they were busy surfing. But when they got back to me, they told me that going into caves was not indicated. At least not at the beginning of tonight's mission. So we're going to skip that. I think there's a song in there somewhere, Arcane. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you're licking kitty bards. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Khajiit bard? I wonder. Because for a Tootsie Roll, it's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 maybe, bite. But a Khajiit bard, I'm thinking they might require a little bit of coaxing. Boy, she's really bringing up the rear. I don't know. You hear so much talk about how powerful vampires are. And you think, well, she must be something else if she's got an Elder Scroll on her back. And, you know, maybe she is. I mean, she's kind of cute. But she doesn't seem very fast, that's for sure. I like my vampire princesses just a little bit faster. Maybe she's got a hot aunt. Older cousin. I don't know. We'll get to that. I'm but a myrrh of the world.
That's it. Out there to the north. We used to keep a boat around here to get there and back.
Huh. Well, I mean...
This is the part where we usually get in the boat. You with me?
Is that right? Look, I know your family are rich and powerful, sublimely evil. But when you get home and you get a moment, you might want to get on the palace engineers and have them work on the LODs, because they're a little crusty at this distance. Just saying. We've arrived. This place has definitely seen better nights and days. Nights. Oh, nice sunset. Good job. Barely peeking through the haze. Well, hello there. Aren't you exquisite? Jankies. Those gargoyles are real creepy.
Hey, so before we go in there,
Jeremy, I haven't got a chance to look at it yet. I've got it bookmarked, but I need more time to get it into the game, and I just had way too much stuff going on this week, getting ready for all my normal stuff I have to do, and then we're going out of town at the end of the month, and we were doing that C3 thing this weekend. I didn't have the 2 hours or so that I needed to see how it was going to fit in with my existing playthrough. But I will definitely look at it as soon as we get back, because the next episode of the Mage won't be for at least 3 weeks, because there's no episode for the Bard next Sunday. We'll be out of town still. Or still, we'll just be leaving the Saturday before, so. What is it?
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far.
But I did write it down.
After we get in there, I'm going to go my own way
thank
for
you,
a while.
Pedro. I think it's coming.
It's
coming along, man.
I know your friends would probably
Kinda
want to
fun.
kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back.
Talking about
Open the
Isran?
gate.
Guy's not really my friend. I just used him to get to you. You up for this, Lucian? You look a little verklempt. You gonna be all right? Listen, if you have to vomit or something, why don't you do it over the side here before we go in? Don't embarrass me, all right? Seriously. Okay.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Well, I mean, it's appropriate for Sundays. Doesn't matter how nice you are to
How
them, they'll
dare
stick
you
kick your
trespass
ass.
here?
Wait, Serana?
No,
Is
for
that
sure, Jim.
truly you?
I want to look at it. I just
cannot
didn't have the
believe my
time.
eyes.
And since the character already exists, I'm real careful about what I add. You know, if it was before character generation or
lord,
something, I'd be a
everyone!
little bit more
Serana has
flippant about it.
returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I
Yes,
can't
you are.
believe it.
By the strange, upside-down pyramid-shaped head.
My
man.
long-lost daughter returns at last.
Is that
I
what
trust
vampire
you
lords
have
look
my
like?
Elder Scroll.
That's wicked. A strange sensation, alike to a spell wearing off.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud?
Bring your daughter to the slaughter,
only
folks.
your traitor mother were here, I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike.
Well, that's
Now
friendly.
tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our home?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
I'm Lysandor.
I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
Oh, it was pretty obvious from the moment that I met her, but then again, meeting her only confirmed the intelligence that I had gathered previously.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
I love that funky little strut NPCs do when they're explaining things to you. They start walking back and forth. Come on, man, I'm trying to tell you stuff. Lysandor would never ask that question. How crass, how droll. There's more than one way to skin a cat. What happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion
The
among
unfortunate
sheep.
oversight of the Silver Goblins.
Men will tremble at your approach, and
I
you
think
will
they were
never
trying to
fear
blaze their own
death
trail a
again.
little bit with their vampires, for sure. And if I refuse your gift?
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall.
Banished,
Perhaps
you say?
still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Well, you do look kind of like a badass. And if you started playing saxophone right now, we'd be in a movie. For sure. But I don't want to become a vampire. I refuse your gift.
So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
You're invited to dinner? What's up, JK? Yeah, I'm the dinner? Probably. But, you know, I feel like I'm just the elf to set things right. And let's be honest, if I'm going to take the gift of vampirism and become a true vampire lord, I need a true vampire lady to bestow it. Yeah, I don't want to get the gift from her dad. Gross. No thanks. He's a little too, I don't know, daddy vampire for me. I'm old school. I'm more Bauhaus than new house. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not judging. You want to take the gift of vampirism from the vampire lord himself, by all means, and that's probably the move. I mean, if you're talking about raw power. But I feel like I can build Serana up through trials and tribulations, through friendship, through loving words and adoration, until her power eclipses Harkon's own. And then and only then will I take the gift offered by her lineage and bloodline and become a vampire lord myself. A prince of darkness, if you will, and the world needs one desperately now that Ozzy's gone. So, I feel like that's the way to go. Isn't that right, Lucian? Was I talking out loud again? I'm sorry, I'm working on a book. Yeah, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. I have no intention of becoming, you know, the ultimate evil power in this province, let alone the world. That would be ridiculous. Up the sax, that's right. More sax, more romance, more wine. Hot damn tamale, that's some good pork. Holy cow. I didn't even know they made pork like that. Not too sweet, but sweet enough. Not thin, but not like molasses thick. Plenty of body, you know? Deep and dark, like the blood of the innocent. And just a touch of jasmine on the nose when you swallow. It's lovely. Foxy lady. You still with me, Lucian? All right, good, good. I suppose we should probably do a quick save. Lord knows we don't want to go back and talk to Harkon again. Yikes. All of that pretense shoved in one sausage skin. I don't know if I could take it. So, Lucian, you come from Cyrodiil. Tell me about home. Sing to me the songs of your people. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Suck it, wolf boy. Bastards. Take that, take that. Those are good things. The bones, not so much. What am I, a furry six-legged slug masticating on the bones of scavenged wolves? I think not. But I will take that fur, and we'll take that meat. Because wolf stew and a thick wolf jacket sounds in order, what with all this snow. A little chilly here. Just saying. By Jove, I think we're going to make it back to Solitude before dark. I couldn't have planned that better if I tried. Hopefully it's a normal day and we don't walk in on something stupid, like a weird ritual murder execution scene or something like that. That would be ridiculous. All I want to do is grab a bottle of wine and go to bed. Wake up. Start my day fresh.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service. Ah, smell that fresh air? Truly, this is a good place to play
I
a
think he won
song.
the lottery, you guys. Smell that air! What do you... can you teach me speechcraft? How much would that cost?
Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say, best not. Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
Oh, I don't know if the bards of Skyrim are ready for someone like me, but before I move on, can I make a request?
For a generous fellow traveler. But of course, what would you like to hear?
Do you know the age of aggression?
Only true Imperials request that one.
Well, I mean by proxy.
We drink to our youth, today is come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we'll take back our home. Down with Ulfric.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. Yeah. Well, I mean, down with him when we're done using him. What? What? I'm just being honest. You said you loved honesty. It's like Bubbles' head is on Lucian's body. Lucian does look kind of tough right now. I mean, you put him in a suit of, like, plate armor and give him a sword and a shield, and all of a sudden he kind of transforms. Instead of like, oh dear, oh me, oh my, he's all like, boo, boo, boo. Come on, wolf. You know? I like it. I like the new Lucian. I think he's sturdy. He's got good bones. My God, why is it so damn dark? Please tell me that I haven't come across a lantern in my travels. What do you bet I haven't? You know what though? See, that's the funny thing. I've actually studied magery, and I'm over here like looking for a lantern, like some kind of plebe. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Lysandor, what are you even thinking right now? There you go. Wow. There it is. There it is. A level up, my friends. Of course, Magica. How's that even a question? Seriously? Yeah, definitely going to do a little conjuration for sure. I don't think we can take anything else though for right now because our skill is too low. Obviously, a little bit of destruction. No, wait. Belay that. We're focusing here. Restoration spells cost 50% less mana. Dawn's Wrath would give us... okay, we've already got that one. Okay, we can't really go any further with that quite yet. Oh, I don't know. What shall we do? Yeah, I feel like sneak would be good, but we're going to have to change our evil ways when it comes to wearing heavy armor if we go sneak. In time those things will come. Speech, I mean, he likes to think he's a... Oh my God, stop. He likes to think he's good at giving speeches, but buying and selling prices, I think that would probably come in pretty handy. Let's take it. All right. Give him a little bit of speech skill. Kind of work our way into that tree as well. He is an agent after all. And if we take any destruction magic spells, of course, that'll come later. We want to focus on things that we don't always do every time we play a mage. And in this case, it's healing and conjuration. I never do conjuration in this game. I find it slow and weird. But I'm going to see if I can work it in now with Odin and, you know, some of the Simon Rim suite of overhauls and effects. I almost got off track, guys. It's dark. Thankfully, we've got a little magic on our side. Teach Lucian candlelight and he'll light it up for you? Alright, hold on. Let's get to town here. I don't want to try to teach him stuff out here where I might be attacked by feral cows or something. Skyrim's something else, man. Alright. There's the carriage. Definitely need to catch that after a good night's sleep. And then we can maybe teach Lucian candlelight? Wouldn't that be something? I'll take it. He'll be my tank and my lamplight.
Take care with those flames.
It's not flames, dude. Well, I mean, I guess it is in the right hand. But it's just magical candlelight, sir. Oh.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Oh, of course.
Sorry, you need to go home.
Of course.
Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Who's on the chopping block?
You betrayed
Traitor!
Get on with it!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Yeah, right?
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered
And
King
a little
Tori.
sexy, too.
By opening that gate
Love that
for Ulfric,
attitude.
you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder.
Liar.
Story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way.
You guys
Such is
thought
the ancient
Ulfric was
custom of
easy to
Skyrim
manipulate.
And all Nords.
Think about the people that Ulfric manipulates for us. These Nords. Am I right? Anyway,
Solitude is
it's
really
a nice
quite
town.
something. So much beauty and so much culture.
Yeah, it's culture. Rolling around there on the floor. All that culture. In the midnight hour, they cried, "Mo, mo, mo." More culture.
Some gate guard you were.
No? Alright, fuck off then. I need a bottle of wine and a
What do you need?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
I
I
mean,
think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
I'm sure I do want something. After all,
Yes?
where were you? Is this
Prepare
you?
to be outwitted. Or
No,
at least
not
out-taught.
really sure who you are or what that's all about, but better wipe that smug look off your face.
Prepare
my
to
friend.
be outwitted.
No. You better
Or at
prepare to
least
sit down and
out-taught.
shut up.
What
Be
can
quiet.
I do for you?
Seems there's always more to be done.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
What do you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Of course. And, ooh, Argonian blood wine. I haven't had that vintage in a while. And, cabbage and tomato soup. For some reason, it just sounds delicious, doesn't it? I'd like to rent a room, if you would be so kind.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
Being friends with the bard.
I'll show you to your room. Right this
Oh,
way.
it's no bother. I'm pretty sure I can
I
find
may
you
look the part of
an open
dashing
bed to
swordsman,
fall into.
but I
It's too
prefer
bad
the art
burning
of
with
wit
King
to that
Olaf
of
was
war.
called off this year. I think some of the younger bards
So
would have really
exciting
gotten a
when
kick
new
out of
folk
it.
come into town.
Well,
I
you
bet
can
you've had
understand
plenty of
Ellis's
adventures.
not wanting it. It is a shame, though.
All the way up here, huh? You afraid I'm gonna dine and dash? Put me at the back of the restaurant. It's because I'm an
Let
elf,
me know
isn't
if
it?
there's anything else you need.
Well, would I want to steal an empty wine bottle? That's just weird. Yeah, we'll get a good 8. 8 would be great after all that princess rescuing. How you doing? Hope you got yourself something to eat. I'm not your daddy. Blood wine and tomato soup. And maybe some mildly undercooked beef. Yes. Yes! I'm fed. I feel so much better.
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
Not much to ask.
Nothing at all.
Feel free to make requests. I'm a little busy at the moment.
How's
but
it
I'll
coming
sort you
there,
out.
Wow, look at
My
the
father
traffic
was all
jam.
the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the
Eris?
crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Spare
Goddess
some
of
gold
Chaos?
for a veteran?
No, that's another story.
You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
Oh.
True,
Bet we
I
are
may
too.
look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
You really don't look all that dashing, to be honest with you. You do have that V from Cyberpunk haircut, though, which is, I guess, a nice touch. We're going to go ahead and just keep all of the out-of-game references that Bubbles wants to put into this playthrough with this particular character, because he is such a intellect.
You can afford a
and
septim or two?
has such a depth of historical knowledge as well as magical and occult teachings locked in his brain that most of what he says comes out as completely nonsensical. And since Bubbles, the guy who's playing the character, is nowhere near as smart as he is, we have to approximate that with weird references and off-the-cuff remarks. Hope you don't mind. Destruction! Fun fact, Red Wave is the name of a unique pirate sword in Oblivion. I wonder if there's a relationship. It is possible, isn't it? But I love the name
No
Eris.
lollygagging.
She dips out 6 o'clock in the morning.
What do you need?
Just when you're breathing a sigh of relief.
My father
I mean,
was all
she's
the
beautiful,
family
but
I
she's
ever
crazy.
had.
And now she's
Felt so
gone.
lost when
And
he
you can kind of like exhale
But
finally.
the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
And then she dips back in and tosses a golden apple into the tired throng of all-night party goers. And written on the apple is, "For the fairest one." And they all tear each other apart fighting over it. At least that's how the story goes in my head.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm.
That's a great story, bro.
Need a ride?
Yes, I need a ride, actually.
Where do you want to go?
You're not going to believe this, but I want to go all the way to Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
You're
My
never going to
shipmates
believe it.
Scoff at my love of finery, but I know envy when I hear it.
Wow.
You ever met one of them?
Overshares a
I've
little.
seen some truly wondrous sights since I took to the seas. I had no idea a man could die in so many ways.
It sounds like Eris to me, actually. It sounds just like Eris to me. Hail Discordia.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place.
Do what now? I found the right place for what?
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Oh, wow. What do we have here? A Khajiit caravan. Right. You love to see it. Nothing like a good Khajiit trader when you need one.
The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Holy cow, you guys are dressed to the nines.
A peaceful greeting to you.
Peaceful greeting to you.
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
Oh no, I have a feeling that, like at times in the past, in the future, our people will be fast friends. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Adventure backpack with bedroll. Say it ain't so. What do I have? Am I carrying a backpack at all? I'm not. But if I sell that and that and that, and I don't know, that's kind of cheesy. We'll sell that and that. Then can I afford to buy said backpack? I probably can. But you know, it looks a little rough and ready for my taste. Maybe I should go for something more like this. Yes, that's lovely. Look at the stitching and detail. Very, very nice. A creation. And a fine one at that. Let's go ahead and take that for sure. And then what else do we have here? We have the Bow of Arcing, the Bow of Burden. I don't want any of those things. I don't particularly want the Axe of Frost, but we can suck its enchantment off and store it for later use, so we'll do that. Yeah, I'm not much of a poisoner. Not my thing. I'm more of a direct kind of guy. Let's see, what else? Yeah, all that looks very, very nice. Physicalities of the werewolf, vampires of Lilac Bay, legions of the dead, animal bones. Cats like to chew on bones, right? Even if they don't, I'm sure they can find someone who does. Garnets. Yes. Amethyst. Very good, very good. Might as well sell those for now, too. They're starting to stink the place up, and I'm not really going to, like, try and tan any leather on a rack or anything anytime soon, so why not toss it? Back over to her. Does she have any spells for this guy? She does not. Chokeberry. Interesting. Fascinating. No, I think that'll about do it. We'll walk away and call that a deal.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
And yours as well.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Riften is there. We really want to go that way. Dare we risk it at night? I mean, I'm no creature of the night. But I've got my trusted companion and Boone Tank. He's got some whiskers and a little red around his eyes. Did you get scratched or bit by a vampire when we were in Dimhollow Crypt? Lucian, tell the truth. Tell the truth, Lucian. All right. Just asking for a friend. We are friends, right? Lucian? Lucian. Mephistopheles is such a mouthful in Manhattan. Lucian. Run ahead and make sure the road is clear. Go on.
Yes, boss?
I want to ask you something.
What would you like to know?
Well, where are you from, Lucian Flavius?
Cyrodiil, though I suppose you could probably guess that. I grew up in the Imperial City, mostly with my nose in a book.
What's up, Mo?
My family own a small amount of property there, and they always encourage me to pursue my interests. Namely, knowledge. in all its forms.
Oh, well, I can
I
relate to
spent
that.
some time at the Arcane University, a couple of years at the archives of White Gold Tower, and I've studied at every academy in the city.
White
But
gold,
no amount of
you
academic
say?
knowledge can compare to some practical experience. I'm done reading about the world. Now I want to see it.
Is there anything in particular you'd like to see?
Now that you mention it, I suppose there is. Somewhere here in Skyrim, there's a Dwemer ruin called Doomsbathar. I came across a text referring to it in my last few months at the Arcane University. Dwemerus is a fiddly language. Often the same words can have multiple meanings, but I'm fairly sure it translates loosely to bound ghosts. It piqued my curiosity.
Bound ghosts.
The use of soul gems in Dwemer automatons is well documented.
Soul
but
gems,
no
you
one
say?
really knows much about their
Funny
purpose
you
or
should
function.
mention soul gems.
I thought perhaps
But never mind
this
that.
place of bound ghosts might be something to do with that. So I did some more research, but I just can't find the location. My father's looking into it for me while I'm here on my expedition. If he finds anything, he's going to let me know.
Lovely. Can you ride?
Absolutely not. I've tried. Divines know I've tried, but I just can't get the knack. Every single horse I've ever tried to ride just throws me off. Or maybe I just fall off. The point is, I can't ride. Maybe one day I'll learn, but today is sadly not that day.
Well, that's all I wanted to know for now.
All right then. Let's get moving.
Let's. Stay close to the wall. Come with me if you want to live. Oh, we found a road. Well, roads are good. Let's hope it's not well traveled this time of night. But if it is, oh boy. Oh boy. Have I got the Atronach for you. Right, Tinin? Huck damn, I'm nothing really. Does any mo? I'm not really sure. Have you come up with your own language, Mo? Is that some kind of cryptic oath? Are you swearing loyalty to the vampire cult? Have you finally found your way to the church of entertainment hedonism? Blink twice if you like to rock. No, let's leave it alone. Yes, let's leave it alone. No point in speaking to a strange hooded man in the dark. Well, would you look at that? Day does spring on the other side of the cavern. Huh. Fancy. It is quite lovely here, Lucy, and I think you're going to be right at home. Isran's a bit of a fanatic. Just nod politely. We don't need any drama with him and his people. Let me do the talking. I think, given the proclivities of this organization, we may have a little bit of explaining to do as to why we didn't finish off the Vampire Princess when we found her in Dimhollow Crypt. But let me handle that, Lucian. You look around. I don't know, see if you can get yourself something to eat, or maybe a nap. Talk to a girl. I don't know. Whatever it is you do in Cyrodiil when you're not working. Shit. We've got guys.
This monster in the world.
Isran. You're kind of a cheeseburger Happy Meal, but you know what? You are a bit of a badass. I'll give you that. Vampire fledgling. I'll take their dust, I'll take their gold. I'll leave them with the rest until they're cold. Garnet gold, potion of the champion. Steel war axe looks nice and mean. Vampire dust, but the rest can stay.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for overlay recruiting.
Lucian and Rimiel do need a you can relax for a bit mode. They do.
I don't suppose you have some good news for me.
You like that, Raven? Cheeseburger Happy Meal? Well, I've got news, but I wouldn't exactly call it good.
Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine.
Why did I
Tell me what
suppose
you know.
differently? I am Lord Vader. The vampires were looking for a woman trapped in Dimhollow.
A woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
She wanted to go home, so I took her to her castle.
I'm waiting to hear what any of this means.
I rescued a princess and took her to her castle. Like, I mean, you know, the storybooks and shit. They have an Elder Scroll.
They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll?
Well, you know what? There were too many of them and only one of me.
So they have everything they wanted, and we're left with nothing. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle.
Google YouTube? No, I don't have any time for that, Mo. I don't have any time for that at all. That sounds like a rabbit hole. Watership way down, my friend. I've got like 3 jobs and a house and 2 dogs and a trip coming up and 4 streams a week. I've got no time for that. Googling YouTube, isn't that a little bit recursive as well? I mean, Google is YouTube. YouTube is Google. Technically, the same master. If I Google YouTube, am I not Googling Google? I might as well go talk to Sybil. Blow some sacred smoke. Nah, I shan't. So you're just gonna give up?
When did I say that? We need help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the
Not
Order.
like those fools.
We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet.
She'll help us?
Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help.
Emo
Trolls in particular,
dude
from what I hear.
in the entire game.
Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Okay, fine.
Watch your back.
Yeah, I will. You do the same. So let me tangent for just a moment.
Yes?
And then we're gonna lock down the old real life nonsense from Skyrim Sundays. And we're gonna do that for a perfectly good reason. Because good people of good conscience and cheer require an escape from the rest of the world that we have to soak in the rest of the time that we're not here. But I was once, well, in addition to being a lead singer and all-around lunatic, a trained journalist. And I'll tell you why I don't do record, movie, or video game reviews. It's very simple. I'm going to explain to you a little bit of applied black magic, and it goes like this. If I want to make you feel just a little bit uneasy about anything I choose to discuss, all I've got to do is throw 500 words at you and slip in 2 or 3 vaguely strange and incomprehensible $10 or $15 words that'll force you to Google them to understand what I'm trying to say in context. And by the time you look up 1 or even 2 of those, you're already going to have kind of a sense of disgust for me and my tactics reviewing said book, movie, or video game. And when you close the page, you will find that that sense of disgust transfers onto the subject at hand. Black magic doesn't have to be mana-induced. It can be word-induced. So before you Google, ask yourself whether or not you can trust Google to tell you the truth. And now back to the Skyrims. Thank you, Raven. I have on several occasions now asked him to stop with that stuff. I have asked nicely. I have expressed kindness, even a little bit of affection for a friend that I've gotten to know over several months. I use the word friend in a colloquial sense, of course. It's best not to think of people that you meet online as friends in the same sense that you would think of people in your real life. What's happening here? People. That's called a parasocial relationship. If you're going to have a relationship with someone, it has to be a two-way street. And that means you don't just talk at people, but you talk with them, and you share their dreams and their losses and their fears and their joys. And if you do that, then you start to form what's actually a friendship and not just a parasocial relationship with someone who's providing you with some entertainment or someone who's in an audience for that form of entertainment. And that's not to say that one can't become the other, but it's not absolute and it's not automatic, for sure. Anyway, if you're out there, dude, I appreciate if you leave the crazy shit at home when you stop by and say hi, because we always love to see your smiling face. And if you can't do that, please stay away. And I'm sorry if that hurts, but it's meant to be sharp. I can't let crazy in my life. My life is crazy enough, and so is everyone's here. Nothing but love, Brother Mo. Well, it is what it is. That, just laying it out there for real, you know. At the end of the day, Skyrim Sunday, and we just want to play. New order, recruit Gunmar. He's actually fairly close by, if I remember correctly. Sorin Gerard is a little further afield. Let me see. They both should be sort of marked on my map, right? No, that's Whiterun. Maybe they're not. Gunmar should be right here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they moved him. No? Okay. They are further afield than I thought. Fair enough. To Markarth. My good man.
Ride?
Yes, I hear Riften has great mead.
It's true. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackfriar Mead. I might have to stop and get myself a pint.
So I'm saying she doesn't really love you? I don't know for sure.
Mug the dads and
That,
forget
but
all about the war.
if you haven't really talked to her,
it's worth the trip all by
I
itself.
don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but chances are good that those feelings are a bit one-sided. But you know what? I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for all of us, believe it or not. What is this guy's problem? He's going to be a really high elf in just a second.
Did we win?
Like all the way high. What the hell, buddy? Flawless Garnet. Lovely. Staff of Calm should have taken his own advice. Am I right? Am I right? Come on. All right. Hi. Hot stuff. Okay. Moving on. Ram feels like he missed part of the conversation.
I can take you to any of the
Ram.
old capitals.
I'd like to
Where do you
hire your
want to go?
carriage. And I'd like you to take me all the way to Markarth. Yes, Markarth.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Lovely. Seems like a long ride, but you know what? It's a beautiful day.
Ever
And
been to
Lucian
Markarth?
has said he enjoys running.
Some say it was built
So.
by the dwarves. I don't believe
She's a
word.
French supermodel. Yeah, again, super rooting for you. I mean, in that case especially, super rooting for you. But again, I implore you, sir, or ma'am, whichever, I don't judge. Have you spoken with her? Because maybe you should ask. You've spoken with her. It seems like a topic that might come up. I don't know.
We want to win that Miss Hammerfeld contest. We need to look our best.
Keeping those fingers crossed, or at least my toes. You know, I can't keep my fingers crossed because WASD is a stone bitch with your fingers crossed, as is the mouse, honestly.
That's what they say about Midface. Charming, isn't it?
It is. It's super charming. It's also super rainy, and I hate that. Let's see. Let's look at the map. We have one to the northeast and one south by southwest. I have a feeling either one is just true death at this point, right? Although, in fairness, we haven't really suffered a lot of true death so far tonight. So we're probably due. She's also a gamer girl, so she used a voice changer. Right on. Yeah, I'm more of an au naturel kind of guy when it comes to the voices. But you know what? I mean, to each their own. You know, some people really enjoy a good voice changer. I like a strong natural voice, but that's not better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's, you know, it's different. So
There's that
I'm
smell
sure
you get
everything
when
is
it
going to be
rains.
fine.
What's it called?
Becky.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm
Everything's
supposed to
going to be
deliver.
fine, Becky.
Your hands in it.
Vep RK8662.
Looks like that's it. Have to go.
She's the one for you. Delivered me something? What the hell did you deliver me? I was busy talking to the spirits. Greetings. I'm contacting you today because I recently procured a rare item through a merchant, was informed they obtained the item from you. But I suppose I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Arian Morales, the curator of the Dragonborn Gallery Museum in Solitude, and I was hoping you might be interested in procuring some additional items for me to display in the museum. I would compensate you generously for what you're able to find in return. I hope to meet you soon. Arian Morales, curator, Dragonborn Gallery, Solitude. Well, this would have been a lovely note to get when we were in Solitude, but I'll take it on advisement for the next time that we head in that direction, I suppose. There's no road here.
The Forsworn have taken Trollskaker Mine. We're the only ones left.
You two head inside and get some rest. I'll send word to the Jarl.
Lucian, what do you think? We take our own advice and we try not to get involved with other people's problems? Or are you down with OPP? Nothing? You're just gonna stand there in stony silence, rainwater dripping down the cowl of your great helm? Okay, we're gonna use my plan then.
Need something.
It's equal, right? All things being equal, it's definitely one way to do it. What is that blue? It's like I put down a personal waypoint, but did I? I don't think I did. I must have, though, because there it is. Falkreath. I think we were marking the location of Lucian, right? Remove it. Yes. Remove it, I say. We'll cross this bridge when we come to it. And we just did. Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? In all seriousness, I do play an Altmeri mage who may or may not be an agent of the Thalmor. I mean, who am I kidding? He's probably an agent of the Thalmor. And he is a little smitten with a dark and mysterious vampire princess. And he's technically working against the people of Skyrim and, well, probably the people of Cyrodiil too. And by extension, really all the decent people of the realm. Does that make him evil? Because I feel like just living his life, trying to do the right things, whatever that looks like for him. And if you gotta break a few eggs here and there, the least you could do is make a delicious omelet. Am I right? Isn't that how that goes? That's how that works, right? Cause and effect. I need a horse for this. Bubbles, you absolute clown. You didn't bring a horse for rock climbing. Okay, we'll go around. Weather here. Oh shit! Get it, Lucian. Kick its ass. Ah. Sorry, Lucian.
Wasn't sure which way that was going to go.
Right? Well, with me attacking you at the same time it was attacking you, I'm sure it was gonna touch and go for a minute there. It's just by any means necessary. That's right. We're gonna get power or die trying. It's the Altmeri way. I am, after all, a mayor of action. Mayor and myrrh and man. Why does it have to be raining?
Rain. Skyrim weather at its finest.
I feel like Preston Garvey would hate this. Somewhere. Some version of my dreams. All this rain. It's washing away my good cheer, Lucian. There's a lot of conflict up here, you know? Just a ton of it, really. It's kind of bad for these people. Oh, they're forsworn. Oh, well. Sorry, Raven. I died. Because I didn't keep Lucian alive. Damn it. An optimist, then. He's not evil. He just wants to increase his power by any means. That's right. That's right. There's nothing evil about that. That's so pejorative. You know what I mean? It's like judgy a much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why so judgy? You know? Just a murr about town. Trying to get a nut. It's your world, squirrel. Something like that. I think that's how it goes. Damn it, Lucian. Would you stop doing and actually tank for the love of all that's holy? I guess I should probably, I don't know, heal you. I hate that.
Hey there. Check out what my friend and I found. I'll sell some of it to you if you want.
Where did you find this, boy?
I found them near the old Dwemer Bridge in the far west. I'll mark it down for you on your map for a small fee.
Well, something tells me I couldn't kill you if I wanted to, so here's your septum, you little swindler.
Thank you. You'll find the runes right here. All right then.
All right then. Oh man, Boujah Day. I feel like I've been down this road before. Even picked up this very Nern route. Weird. Totally weird, man. Cousin Gertie. Gotcha! There's that saber-tooth thing-a-do. Why is the wildlife in this part of the Empire so wild? You'd think they'd keep these roads clearer. I mean, this is sort of a road, isn't it? The stuff I talk myself into. And the hills I'll never be able to climb. Hey, my shit's put away. So it's a pleasure to meet you. And all that. You don't mind though, I'm gonna grab myself that pelt. I'm gonna grab myself that tooth, that arrow. I'll leave you the bones. I hear you guys like to gnaw on those things. Pleasant day to you. Pheasant. Okay, what do we got up here? Lucian, are you still with me? Head on a swivel, Lucian. It's dangerous up here. Just some random kids in the wild with no care in the world because they're fully aware of their own immortality. I think that's got to be it too, right? And their parents must be fully aware of it as well. Either that or their parents are like parents in the 1970s. And they're like, just be home by dark. I don't give a fuck what you do. Here's 4 quarters. Call if you get in trouble. Actually, I'm pretty sure the calls were a dime, but you know, you get the general impression of what I'm trying to say here. The parenting was at a distance and a bit hands-off for these kids. Their immortality kind of makes it so.
Or die well.
Yeah, fight or die well yourself. Did you kill these Imperial soldiers? You don't mind if I take a look, do you? I'm a huge non-fan of Imperial soldiers, my friend. Don't mind if I freaking do. Thank you so much. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Lovely. Quite lovely. Are you serious?
There once was a hero named Lucian Flavius, singing and writing and looking.
Mind yourself. There's a vicious bear on the loose.
Is there now a vicious bear, you say?
You there! Hold fast!
Okay.
I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims.
Isran needs your help.
Isran needing someone else's help. I thought I'd hear that.
Thought I'd hear
I'm afraid
that.
he's a few years too late. I've moved on.
To bear
More
hunting.
important business to attend to.
You moved on to bear hunting.
Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself.
Oh, you're a petty
Possibly need my
piece
help.
of... We're up against vampires, buddy.
Vampires? That's... Well, that might change things. Tell me more about what's going on.
It's right here in the rain and the tall grass. Okay, sure. They have an Elder Scroll.
By the 8th. Alright, look.
Oh, that changes stuff.
You can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people.
Why what? There were like Imperial guards just right over there.
Expects of me.
Or, I don't know, Ulfric's guards. Whichever the fuck. I could care less. Human politics is so boring. But anyway, there were guards. They can take care of the bear. Come on, what are we going in here for? This seems like a bad place. We need to go talk to Isran. Ah, damn it. He's not gonna fall for that, is he? He's gonna make me help him kill the stupid bear. I just know it. Damn it. I knew this was coming. I just didn't want to admit it. Don't run off ahead. You said there's a bear. I'm guessing it's a hell of a bear because otherwise, why would you care? I counted like 3 bears on my way over here from town. Can't see how they'd be much of a threat to a burly man like yourself. Just some random kids in the wild taking full advantage of youth and immortality. Remember those days. Hitting cigarette butts behind the bleachers in the 4th grade. Climbing and falling out of perfectly good trees. Throwing baseballs at each other's heads as hard as we can. Crashing into the jetty and rolling over and seeing a tiger shark. I like to call them dogos of the sea. Just staring at you. Beat bopping there in the waves. $1 gets you a phone call home or a phone call to your grandma if you wanted a ride and you didn't want to take the bus. The bus pass would take care of the transportation, of course. And if you ran into any weird elves, you can spin them a bullshit story and send them on a merry chase. Maybe get a few more coins in your pocket. Pick up some nachos, you know the kind with the cheese in the can and the sliced jalapenos. You just smell that air?
Who's there? Ah! I knew I had you.
What in the hell? I don't want to fight that. I don't want to fight. Burn. Yeah. Smells like cheese. That's right. Canned cheese. It's the best kind of cheese. Cheese of champions. Actually, I wouldn't really want to eat that right now, but when I was a kid, good stuff. What is this? Oh, it's another. Damn you. And your obsessive compulsive need to confront this bear for some reason. Who cares about a bear, bro? Vampires, Elder Scrolls, come on, wake up. Ugh. What an asshole. I wonder if I just kill him, Vizran would make me recruit somebody else in his place. He probably would, huh? He seems like the type. I told you not to kill him. But you went and killed him anyway. And now I need you to go all the way to Solstheim to recruit someone else to take his place. God damn you, Vizran. Guys. We're being flanked, guys. Yeah, you're rushing headlong to meet a bear. Meanwhile, we're being chased by...
Who's there?
Robert Plant back here. That's not a bear, that's a troll, my dude. How are you going to help us fight vampires if you can't even tell the difference between bears and trolls? What the shit? Lucian, learn. Learn. This bastard.
Give up while you can.
You give up. Or don't give up, rather. We're so dead. Fight you. Run away! Super runaway. Maybe I can get you to fight this thing instead. What do you think? You fight this? Bet you will. Stupid troll. Stupid troll. Don't mind me, I'm just taking a bath. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Hoping that troll would fight that vicious tree spirit thing. Ah, yes. But did you kill it? No, you didn't. It's right over there. You guys suck. You don't even have the good sense to fight one another. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Maybe we should conjure a Flame Atronach. Of course. I think both of you hate flame, right? Get it, buddy. Gone, daddy, gone. The love is gone. That's a spell, actually. It's not a song lyric. Don't worry about it. No. Maybe time for another Flame Atronach. Just saying. Sometimes you gotta pull two. 6-9 Jack D-Frags. 6-9s. Jacks. All wild. Jokers. Twos. See ya. See ya. Spring and sap. Mine now. Alright, I don't know where the troll went, and I don't really care. These trolls are lame. Let's shed some light on this subject. Cool. What are you guys fighting? Are you insane? Stop picking fights with things. Just randomly picking fights with things is no way to move through caves. Trust me, I know. I really know. Gunmar? Lucian? Oh, you guys finally find the bear? I guess so. No. I don't think so. It's not running away, you guys. It's called kiting. If you were a pro gamer, you would understand that. It's not a retreat. It's a delayed victory. Okay, maybe it's a little bit of a retreat. Just like a small retreat. I don't know. You know, it's retreat full. It's on the retreat spectrum, all right? But that doesn't mean that we're bad or wrong. It just means that sometimes you're getting your ass kicked and you fall to your death. And the bear pounces on you and, yeah. Well, there they go. Son of a bitch. Okay, fine. But that says to Skyrim, and we don't want to go to Skyrim. And that leads what? Back out? We don't want to go out. What is happening here? Quests. New order. Help Gunmer defeat the bear. Right. Which is in here, I guess. No, it would be down in here. That would be to go to the other waypoint and meet the other person that they wanted us to meet. And this guy's just running off ahead like he ain't got a care in the whole freaking world. Nothing to see here, folks. Just me and my abject idiocy on full display. Because I'm a guy. No! Wow. It's advancing in the opposite direction. That's right. We don't want to go to Skyrim. We want to go down. I mean, the soul's already been sold at this point. We might as well go down. Gunmer? I got a little bit of a deja vu thing going on here, but there's some Spriggan in and about these parts, and you know, if history serves, you don't notice that kind of thing until you're already down on the ground, on your knees, being completely useless as a warrior and man. Just saying, buddy. You might want to keep those peepers open. So focused on this bear, you don't notice the Spriggans, the trolls, nothing. Ridiculous. I need 3 hands. I need to be able to summon the Flame Atronach and heal people and have a little bit of a flame nuke just in case I need to do some damage. Son of a... Maybe if I mutated, grew a 3rd arm out of the center of my chest.
Who's there?
Of course. Yeah! Just like before. I don't care about you. Hey, no. I don't even care about you, though. I'm not even really into it. Yeah, damn it. Damn it. It's always the granola girls that'll get you, too, you know? You can't trust the granola girls. They come off all crunchy and, you know, super about peace and love and all that. Next thing you know, they're sicking bees on you in a cold, dark cave. It's terrible. Don't do it, my friends. Beware the Spriggan girls. All right. Clearly, that strategy is not a useful one. I'm going to have to actually summon a proper warrior because neither of you two are capable of holding aggro for any length of time. I don't know why Isran even wants you to come and work for him. You don't even look that cool. Yeah, your whole cloak thing, it's all asymmetrical, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You look like a barbarian. I'm going to have to start calling you Barbar instead of Gunmar. Gunmar the Barbar. And you, stop looking so deliciously pale and get in there and fight. Tree huggers, right? That's right. That's why I say, find yourself a goth girl, you'll never go wrong.
Who's there?
Ow.
Knew I heard something.
Treat her right, she'll make a voodoo doll for your enemies.
Is it over? Did we win?
Yes, we won because I summoned a Spriggan to fight for us. Because you guys suck. Alright. Maybe not suck, but you're not that good. Let's put it that way. Oh God, where did Die Hard the Hunter go? Come on, let's go.
You do take us to some cheerful places, don't you?
You know, it's not just me. Alright? You're in this dyad too, bro. It's not like you were like, hey, let's go to the inn, spend a week or two. I've got a good book in my bag. I can take the time. Just saying. The quest for the dryad made of coffee? That's right. You're a coffee achiever. Oh no. My flame Atronach dispelled itself. It fucked off back to oblivion.
Where'd you come from?
You come from? Listen, whatever's attacking me, I want you to kill it. Just say it. There you go. Good job. Look at that.
Ow, ow,
Big
ow.
swipe. Oh yeah. No.
No! Ow! A little help over here?
My party is useless. This is why I don't travel with a whole bunch of companions on this character. They're absolute useless. Useless. Alright, one more time, but with feeling. I wish I would have taken the vampire powers now. That might have actually been helpful. Alright, would you go, my friend? Gunmar, please. Gunmar. Ugh. God, you're incorrigible. Stop dragging my heart around.
Yeah!
Ow!
Get back here.
Ah! Look, I keep falling into things. It's a terrible way to do it. This is probably like some kind of horrible bear lair. And meanwhile, my Atronach's up there trying to fight for me, and I'm not even around to get the XP.
Yeah!
Slowly, he dies.
Yeah! Ah!
This is insanity. However will I accomplish my goals? I'll have to double down. Maybe go away and come back as a vamp... Oh, damn it! Fine. Fine. I mean, really. What's the point of even having a nuke if I'm never gonna get a chance to use it? Why did I do that? What I wanted to do was that. Because fuck healing these guys. They're useless. I'm gonna heal myself. Okay. See, this is why I look out for number 1. Just saying. Because these guys, strictly speaking, are both number 2. You know what I mean? Straight up doo-doo. Not good at their jobs. Truly terrible at them even.
Where'd you come from?
Ow! No, ow. There's no ow. Just get up there and do it. Do the thing. Kill or be killed. Now, no thanks to you, Lucian. That is indeed your real name. Oh, that's a deadfall. You don't want to go that way. It's all bad. Where's the guy? Where's Gunmar? Was he fighting the barrel by himself? Serves him right, jackass.
Caves are exciting, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
You never know what you'll find.
Oh, super exciting. I love coming into a cave and dying over and over again. Don't you, Lucian? Oh, wait. You never actually die. You just go into a down state. I'm the one that dies. Get your shit together. Sacrifice you to a Daedra for a minor artifact. Not even kidding.
Oh, no!
Salutations, Dom. My 11 plus hours of streaming has just come to an end. I'm going to crash and lurk. Right on, buddy. Thanks for crashing and lurking. You're about to see true death in its finest forms because I cannot make myself get through this cave. I mean, I'm not going to quit trying. But so far, no good. You know what I mean? It's all bad and stuff. Nice, too far away. Hey!
Where'd you come from?
Kill it! Kill it with fire! Maybe the strat. Denmark, where are you going? You don't need to go over there. I know you're not smart enough to loot her corpse. God damn it. This idiot! What the hell are we walking on? Do you have any idea how many times I've tripped and fallen on my face? Good thing it's not a permadeath run. Otherwise, we'll be back at character creation trying to come up with a new concept. You bastard.
Where'd you come from?
Alright. Better. Better. Starting to come together like something like a team at this point. My goodness. Alright, no matter what, we're never going back to the start of this cave. I hit the quick save button. The oldest kind of magic. F5 for the win. It's all Gunner's fault. Gunmar's fault. For sure. He's like, oh no, I fight vampires. I gotta kill a bear first. And you gotta help. Derp. Damn you. Gunmar. God. Me and my curiosity. Why do I get so curious, Jeff? Why does it happen like that?
Well, that's a monster.
The Nern root made me do it. Alright, Gunmar. What now, bro? What the hell are you wearing on your shoulder? Is that like an otter stitched into your breastplate? What the hell, man? You Nords are so weird. Absolutely strange. And I don't mean that in the sure was glad to know you kind of way. I mean in the you're weirdos kind of way. Why do you dress like that? You're not even all that good at fighting. Yes, I'm taunting you. Go forth and chase the bear. I don't want to do it. I didn't want to come in here in the first place. We've already fought 2 Spriggans, a cave troll. What's next? Ulfric himself? That's right. If I had my way, I'd just kill him and be done with it. But Isran wants to talk to him.
I knew I could.
Oh, it's a bear and it's a troll and a bear. That's lovely. When they met, it was murder. Have another one. And another one. And another one. Weep, weep. Why you all in my grill?
Is it over? Did
For
we
now.
win?
Yeah, because of the ridiculous application of mana, it's over. Not because you guys know how to fight or anything.
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks.
Dude, you wouldn't have managed at
You
all.
helped me, so I suppose the least I can do
You'd have
is
been
find
down
out
here
what
on one
Isran
knee for
wants.
eternity.
He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
Yeah, he said meet him at Fort Dawnguard.
Of course he did. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Okay. How the hell do I get out of this cave? It's too damn dark to simply walk. And candlelight and clairvoyance. Alright, first things first. I need to see what I'm doing. Second things first. Same as the verse. I've communed with the spirit of the bear. It told me this is the way out. Alright. You can use absolutely useless spells for useful things. What do you know about that? That's magecraft, folks. It's the true power of sorcery. Them? I hate them. They're the worst. No, I'd like to heal, please. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck off now. Had enough of you. Here we go. Oh, over here. Over the hills and through the woods. Grandmother's house we go. Jinx it. We're out. Good God. Dom, you had a hell of a day, my friend. I hope that you get good ass rest because 11 hours streaming is a long freaking time. But it was fun, dude. Playing with you in 76 with all the Chroma Kids and Council of the Waste. Lovely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you, my friend. And the next volunteer is all the way over here. All right, we're gonna assume this portion of the trip. I don't do that often, but I need to pee and put another splash of wine in the bottom of my glass. I'll be right back. I have returned, but only to inform thee that dogs are deliciously cute. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Girls. Girls. Watch out. And there's a two-legged animal running around. If it smokes a great big cigar and hangs around at the bar, it's a dad, huh? Yes. Oh my God, give us treats, Dad. You can have treats in just a little over 45 minutes. But Dad, was like 10 dog lifetimes. 10 dog lifetimes. I know. It's rough, baby. It's rough. But you're gonna be okay, I promise. Puppers! Okay. You know, after all that, I really feel like we should probably get a room. I mean, I don't need to get a room, strictly speaking. in spite of all the deaths, I'm not playing survival mode, but holy cow. I feel like if I go in here, I'm going to get all wrapped up in a murder, and somebody's going to try to stick a note in my hand. And
the red who came riding to Whiterun from Auroric Stead.
Lucian's going to sing me a lullaby. I'm going to fall right out. There's no way to live. All right. We shall continue. We'll carry on. I do get a trail directly to my next victim, target, friend of Isran. Well, that's lovely. This being a mage thing has perks. And look, before you start, Raven, they got treats before we even started streaming. And I did tell them that if they were really good, I would give them treats after I was done. And I know that they're dogs with little tiny peanut brains. And so they probably interpreted me getting up to pee and pour another glass of wine as being done. But that's not my fault. I didn't do that. Okay? I didn't design dogs. All right? I mean, if I did, I would have made them that cute for sure. But, you know, I didn't design them. It's not my damage. It's their fault for anticipating me being finished before midnight. Just saying. Learn to tell time. You know, it's an evolutionary advantage for some species. Just throwing that out there. Is it back this way? How is it back this way? Come on, Bubbles. Follow the path. Ariel gave you this path for a reason. Use it! Well, I didn't. I didn't design dogs. It's not my project. You know what I mean? I wish I could take credit for dogs. They're awesome. Even if they do have little peanut brains. She's looking at me like, screw you, Dad. Better give me treats now, or I'm going to bark. Wake up Mom, cause all kinds of trouble. You'll be sorry. You want to talk about evil? Dogs. Deliriously evil. But they're also really sweet. I call that sweevel. It's that really delicious combination of sweet and evil. Well, why are there like signs of bad guys and stuff? I don't want bad guys. I'm just trying to get places and do things. Why am I not able to cast? What is happening? Conjure Flame Astronaut. Yeah. Okay, what if I conjure a Spectral Direwolf or something? I don't know. Get him, Spot. This is Cal Worthington and his dog, Spot. Gotten myself into now.
I'm going to put you down.
I have no more stamina though. Don't put me down yet. Let me catch my breath. Why are your people so aggressive, Raven? What's the story with that?
This is the end for you.
This is the end. Beautiful friend. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. Oh, no. Maybe you die. How do you like it? Yeah, that's what I thought. You may be kind of sexy, but you're super mean. Nobody wants that. Where's Lucian? Like laying down up over here. He's got like a boo-boo on his knee. There he is. Welcome back. You know, you have a shield for a reason, right? Fagin Lucian. Got to make sure your summon is on flat ground. You are on a hill there. I'm sure you're right. It was definitely a little bit frustrating, but we got through it without all the deaths, all the extra deaths. Somehow we made it. I don't know. It's crazy. But let's get our clairvoyance back up. It's turning into a really useful spell. I never knew. Alteration. Mine. Mine. Something like that. I don't know. It's one of those Viking things. One of those strangely specific and oddly North-sounding words. Or proper names. Alteration and illusion are apparently very underrated. Personally, I like using it, like pointing it at a dead enemy and going, "Show me the way to your master's lair." That's fun. But this is good too. Like, how do I find my next target? I am thinking of Soreen Gerard. Lead me to her. Magic. Magic. A contract entered by 2 people. No, wait, that's marriage. No, I'm not fighting them just because they're red dots. That doesn't mean I have to fight them. I don't have to fight them. Don't make me
always
summon a
looking for
flame
strong,
atronach.
capable warriors.
I'll fucking
You
do
think
it
you've got
too.
what it takes. Headquarters is in Solitude. Keep
I'll
your
do it.
guard up.
Why is everybody always trying to get me to join their army or figure out what I'm gonna do about their navy? I'm not the one, you guys. I'm not a joiner. Besides, I wouldn't want to divide my loyalties like that. Still on the right track, I think. Actually, I think just being able to follow a magical glowy path to my quest target is a far more powerful version of gameplay than having a torch that shows me where I'm going. Just throwing that out there. I'm used to being semi-blind in real life, hence the reading glasses. I think I can stand being a little bit more blind if I knew exactly what I was doing at all times. That would be a huge plus, I think. What do you guys think? Would you rather have illumination or alteration? You know? Because after messing about with this today, I think I want to go with this. More dickwads.
I want you self-words out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Watch your tongue, native.
Who would that be, I wonder?
Morning from the
When
UK.
I sell my land to the
on a stretch of days off after 12
The
days, but I woke
Silverbloods have
up
made you a
to
very
at
generous
5 a.m. on
offer
my
for
day
this
off.
pile of
I
dirt.
guess you're my breakfast
I
entertainment.
suggest you
God bless.
take it.
Benjamin. Well, thanks for being here, man. I hope that
if the
we
Forsworn
provide
aren't
you a
attacking my
modicum
town,
of entertainment.
the Nords are trying to force me to.
We're currently forcing ourselves to be the kind of mage that we're not generally by using alteration, illusion, conjuration, all these things, and having a blast doing it. But wonderful to meet you. And anyone else who's watching, if you're not an old hand and you're new around here, and if you enjoy what you see, don't forget to click that subscribe on your way out the door, because I play Skyrim every Sunday night, and I love doing it. Got 2 characters going right now. Got a bard and a mage.
Good mine is closed,
Generally
and the other
speaking,
mine
we're
has no
alternating
ore.
between the two.
Gods have cursed them.
Where is this leading? Why am I so confused? All that talk about having magic to lead me around by the nose, and I forgot how to use it. New face shows up, and I get all distracted. This way, Lucian. Our target lies ahead.
The mines round here are key to these people's survival. I dread to think
What? You dread to think what? You dread to think what, man? Now don't just stand there slack-jawed. Tell me what it is that you're thinking about. Okay, never mind. Now you're just pissing me off. Damn, Lucian, did you take that wolf down in like one fell swoop? Studley. Impressed. If you get a telekinesis spell, you can get your alteration to 100 easily. Nice. Telekinesis, yeah, for sure. Like trying to move stuff around in your environment, like at wherever. I mean, all these summons and, you know, stuff is actually moving the needle quite a bit, but, you know, it doesn't feel like a hack. It's more like, you know, just a slow climb, I guess. Why am I seeing a dragon's... But I'm not the Dragonborn. I don't want to fight dragons. I am an FBI agent. Or Thalmor Agent, anyway. But, you know. I don't want to be the Dragonborn. I don't want to meet any dragons. I'm having a hard enough time with Spriggans and cave bears. That's not going to be the way. We're going to have to scooch down the side of the mountain here before that's going to work again for us. Woo! Almost fell to our death. Oh, God. Really? Ah! Don't mind me, guys. I'm just running back up here. In my face. Well, that's quite a fall, too. Okay. When was the last time we saved? All this bumblefooting around in the dark is getting us nowhere, you guys. Oh, God, it's still raining. So it's been a long time. Perfect. Right after we killed those tribals, those Forsworn. It was rough. I got shown the door. What's up, Ronaldo Moon? How's it going, buddy? gracious. You know, I never knew the world of Skyrim was so dangerous. Until I turned everything up to 11 and tried to play a cocky-ass mage with nary a friend but Lucian Flavius. I found out now, though. Woo! It's a tough Skyrim out there, folks. Go with friends. Oh, on the ground, not in the air? Well, I was trying to place it down by the necromancers. And then as I ran back, trying to place another one, you know. But yes, your point is well taken. I'm not normally a summoning mage, so I'm kind of new to all of this. It's fun. Oh, I see a flash of health bar, my friends. What does this portend? Nothing good, I'll bet.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Okay, good. I was looking forward to not chatting as well, so that makes two of us, I guess? That's my known route. No. Not gonna do it. Yeah, there's definitely a distance limit, and if it's out over the top of, like, you know, a crevasse or off a cliff's edge that I just can't see because of my perspective, it doesn't work either. So that's, I think, the hill thing that you were talking about. Simply because you can't see the ground on the other side, so it doesn't work. Why is it suddenly turning? Oh, right.
Swords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? Will I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it.
Don't look at me. I don't want to get involved in your bullshit. I'm just looking for a room for the night. This is an inn, right? Trying to get involved in your BS? Crazy.
Brilliant.
Are you an inn? Nope, you're in Mun's house. Maybe we don't have an inn in this town? I wonder. I mean, I feel like Inmun's house might have a bed. Wait till morning. You know, Lucian. Okay. I'm not sure who Inmun is, but he seems very accommodating. Not that accommodating, apparently.
Strangers are nothing but trouble.
You don't say. Okay. Well, I mean, I respect that. It's generally my philosophy as well. Alright, so we've got a town hall, we've got Inmun's house, we've got miners' barracks. Those are locked. I suppose if I really embrace that whole campfire ethos, survival aesthetic that Raven champions, I would have a way to pitch a tent, lay down a sleeping bag, wait till morning. Not this time. Not this time indeed. Get him, Spot. Just like that. The big bad wolf was dead. Oh, I missed this on my way up. Salt pie, wheat diamond. Lovely. The wood elf has a lockpick that I can take. The chest is not locked, which I feel like is a missed opportunity, but you know what? That's fine. Incident at Necrom. Necrom? Necrom? The Incident at Necrom by Junkila Bothe. The situation is simply this, said Philaxith, his face chiseled and resolute as any statue. Everyone knows that the cemetery west of the city is haunted by some malevolent beings, and has been for many years now. The people have come to accept it. They bury their dead in daylight, and are away before Maser and Secunda have risen and the evil comes forth. The only victims to fall prey to the devils within are the very stupid and the outsiders. It sounds like a natural solution to filtering out the undesirables then, laughed Nitra, a tall, middle-aged woman with cold eyes and thin lips. Where's the gold in saving them? From the temple. They're reopening a new monastery near the cemetery, and they need the land cleansed of evil. So they're offering a fortune. So I accepted that assignment with a caveat that I could assemble my own team and split the reward. That's why I've sought each of you out, and from what I've heard, you, Nitra, are the best bladesmen in Morrowind. Nitra smiled her unpleasant best. And you, Osmic, are a renowned burglar. Is he, though? Is he really a burglar? Or is that only in retrospect, many, many years later at his last birthday party, before he disappears and goes into the west? Oh, wait, that's a different story. The bald-pated young man stammered as if he refused the charges, before grinning back. I'll get you in where you need to go, but then it's up to you to do what you need to do. I'm no combatant. Anything Nitra and I can't handle, I'm sure Masitha will prove her mettle. Philaxith said, these names. Turning to the fourth member of the party, she comes on very good with references as a sorceress of great power and skill. Masatha was a picture of innocence, round-faced and wide-eyed. Nitra and Osmic looked at her uncertainly, particularly watching her fearful expressions as Philaxith described the nature of the creatures haunting the cemetery. It was obvious she had never faced any adversary other than man and mare before. If she survived, they thought to themselves, it would be very surprising. As the foursome trudged towards the graveyard at dusk, they took the opportunity to quiz the new teammate. Vampires are filthy creatures, said Nitra. Disease-ridden, you know. They say off to the west they'll indiscriminately pass on their curse together with a number of other afflictions. They don't do that here as much, but you still don't want to leave their wounds untreated. I take it you know something of the spells of restoration if one of us gets bit. I know a little, but I'm no healer, said Masitha meekly. More of a battle mage then, said Osmic. I can do a little damage if I'm really close, but I'm not very good at that either. I know that feel. I'm more of an illusionist, technically. Nitra and Osmic looked at one another with naked concern as they reached the gates of the graveyard. There were moving shadows, stray specters among the wreck and ruins, crumbled past, stacked on top of crumbled past. It wasn't a maze of a place. It could have been any dilapidated graveyard, but even without looking at the tombstones, it didn't have one of the very noticeable features. Filling the horizon was the mausoleum of a minor Cyrillidyllic official from the Second Era, slightly exotic but still harmonizing with the Dunmar graves in a complementary style called Decay. It is a surprisingly useful school, whispered Masatha defensively. You'll see. It's all concerned with Magicka's ability to alter the perception of objects without changing their physical compositions. Removing sensual data, for example, to cast darkness or remove sound or smell from the air. It can help by a red-haired vampire woman leapt out of the shadows in front of them, knocking Valaxith on his back. Nitra quickly unsheathed her sword. But Mysitha was faster. With a wave of her hand, the creature stopped, frozen, her jaws scant inches from Valaxith's throat. Valaxith pulled out his own blade and finished her off. That illusion? Asked Osmic. Certainly, smiled Mysitha. Nothing changed in the vampire's form except its ability to move. Like I said, it's a very useful school. The four climbed up over the pass to the front gateway of the crypt. Osmic snapped the lock up and disassembled the poison trap. The sorceress cast a wave of light down on the dust-choked corridors, banishing the shadows and drawing the inhabitants out. Almost immediately they were set upon by a pair of vampires, howling and screaming in a frenzy of bloodlust. I mean, I wouldn't call it lust, but I could use another glass. The battle was joined, so no sooner were the first two vampires felled than their reinforcements attacked. They were mighty warriors of uncanny strength and endurance, but Mysitha's paralysis spell and the weaponry of Valaxith and Nitra clove through their ranks. Even Osmic aided the battle. "They're crazy," gasped Mysitha when the fight finally ended and she could catch her breath. "Quara, the most savage of the vampire bloodlines," said Valaxith. "We have to find and exterminate each and every one." Delving into the crypts, the group hounded out more of the creatures. Though they varied in appearance, each seemed to rely on their strength and claws for attacking, and subtlety did not seem to be a style of any. When the entire mausoleum had been searched and every creature within destroyed, the four finally made their way to the surface. It was only an hour until sunrise. There was no frenzied scream or howl. Nothing rushed forward towards them. The final attack, when it happened, was so unlike the others, the questers were taken utterly by surprise. The ancient creature waited until the four were almost out of the cemetery, talking amiably, making plans and spending their share of the reward. He judged carefully who would be the greatest threat and then launched himself at the sorceress. Had Valaxith not turned his attention back to the gate, she would have been ripped to shreds before she had a chance to scream. The vampire knocked Mysitha across the stone, its claws raking across her back, but stopped its assault in order to block a blow from Valaxith's sword. It accomplished this maneuver in its own brutal way by tearing the warrior's arm from its socket. Osmic and Nitra set upon it. They found themselves in a losing battle. Only when Mysitha had pulled herself back up from behind the pile of rocks, weak and bleeding, that the fight turned. She cast a magical ball of flame at the creature, which so enraged it that it turned back to her. Nitra saw her opening and took it, beheading the vampire with a stroke of her sword. "So you do know some spells of destruction, like you said," said Nitra. "And a few spells of healing, too," she said weakly. "But I can't save Valaxith." The warrior died in the bloody dust before him. The three were quiet as they traveled across the dawn-lit countryside back toward Necrom. Mysitha felt the throb of pain in her back intensify as they walked, and then a gradual numbness like ice spread through her body. "I need to go to a healer, see if I've been diseased," she said as they reached the city. "Meet us at the Moth and Fire tomorrow morning," said Nitra. "We'll go to the temple, get our reward, and split it there." 3 hours later, Osmic and Nitra sat in their room at the tavern, happily counting and recounting their gold marks. Split 3 ways, it was a very comfortable sum. "What if the healers can't do anything for Mysitha?" smiled Osmic dreamily. "Some diseases can be insidious." "Did you hear something in the hall?" said Nitra quickly, but when she looked, there was no one there. She returned, shutting the door behind her. "I'm sure Mysitha will survive if she went straight to the healer, but we could leave tonight with the gold." "Let's have one last drink to our poor sorceress," said Osmic, letting Nitra out of the room toward the stairs down. Nitra laughed. "Those spells of illusion won't help her track us down, as useful as she keeps saying they are. Paralysis, light, silence, not so good when you don't know where to look." They closed the door behind them. "Invisibility is another spell of illusion," said Mysitha's disembodied voice. The gold on the table rose in the air and vanished from sight as she slipped it into her purse. The door again opened and closed, and all was silent until Osmic and Nitcha returned a few minutes later. Well, we were just talking about all that stuff, too. That's wild. Wild stuff. Longer than I expected. Thanks for sticking around for that one. And some of those proper names. My goodness. I think we better do a quick save there. I'd hate to have to read all of that all over again. But they got played by a sorceress who didn't just play with destruction magic. And I concur. It's more to life than news, weather, and sports, apparently. Don't get any ideas, Lucian. I'll kick your ass all the way back to Cyrodiil if you try to take my gold. Points for being the red-headed vampire variety, right? Yeah, that did kind of give me whole Vampire the Masquerade vibes with the type of vampire thing and all of that. The brutish and almost animalistic nature of their attacks. So many Easter eggs in these games to things that the developers loved and were into when they made the game. You know? It's pretty cool. But I'm going to need a pronunciation guide because some of that stuff was a little rough. Hey, Mr. Wolfie. All right. Okay. That's good. I'm going to need you to just hold still for me if you would. Because I know you're up to no good. No, definitely Magicka. We're going all Magicka. As much as I might regret it from time to time. Down, down, boy, down. 50% health regeneration when wearing a heavy armor chest piece. We are a heavy armor wearing character. Okay. Query, are we there yet? We're close, I think. I'm not sure how close, but I think we're close. Oh my God, we are so close. Better not be an asshole trying to attack.
Thank goodness. I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again.
Well, you caught me while I still have one. What can I do for you?
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
Maybe. There's a town nearby in that direction.
Oh, thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
Pest control? Tell a town guard. I don't hunt bandits.
Need something?
Please. Please. Who in the 8 does she take me for? Utterly ridiculous. Take on bandits at Mistwatch. As if. Although I do like the name, Mistwatch. It's quite sexy. God, do I have to?
It was much too short.
I have Saber Cat. Flesh of a Cyrodiilian. No, I'm kidding. Just fucking with you, Lucian. Just messing, man. The component I was looking for was newt. Newt. Now, ironically, this is one of those situations where the bard would have been a handier person to do this quest, only because the bard is traveling with a companion and has a selection of fine Dwemer cogs and items, which I have a feeling are going to be called for shortly. Oh well, we'll have to find a plan B.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here.
Dwarven gyros, you
mud
say?
crabs might have taken it. I saw one the other day.
I'm not sure
Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here.
If mud crabs like gyros.
Oh, just look
Or
around, will
gyros,
you?
as we call them in civilized places. I don't think that mud crabs respect the tzatziki sauce. Just throwing that out there. Oh no, you meant the little bronze metal. I haven't seen any of those. Isran asked me to find you.
Isran? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help.
No interest.
I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left.
Hurtful, darling.
Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Oh, no. Vampires threaten all of Skyrim. We need your help.
Vampires? Really?
Really?
Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population.
She's never gonna let him live this one down.
Well,
did you guys have a
what
thing?
are they up to?
You were dating at one point? You sound like you were dating at one point. They have an Elder Scroll.
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself.
Right?
But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least one intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
I mean, no. There's no time. You need to get moving now.
I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that without at least a single gyro to show for my efforts.
Everyone knows about Elder Scrolls. I mean, it's just common knowledge. Isran and I need your help.
I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least one usable piece of dwarven equipment.
Oh my god, woman, what does it matter?
A single gyro.
You can buy one from like any merchant. What does that prove?
This is useful stuff.
Ugh. I haven't got any on me.
Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project yet.
Can I set her on fire, Ram? I think that she'd look good on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that means that we need to go in like a... What are you looking at?
Make it quick. Talk to B first. She's the mouth of this operation. If she says you're okay, then we'll talk.
What do you mean empty? Empty's bad.
Excuse me.
Cover your mouth the next time you sneeze, Lucian. That's rude.
Yes?
Hi, B.
Tidings, honoured guest. My name is Beatrice. The raffish companion you see beside me goes by the name of Urzub. The timing of your visit is rather impeccable.
She's hilarious.
Urzub has just secured a fresh skeever which we hope to prepare at the top of the hour.
Lovely.
We welcome you to join us in the consumption of this delectable feast.
You really shouldn't smoke dandelions, B. But I applaud your hospitality. Certainly.
Stupendous. Have you brought your own refreshments? Regardless, this host recommends you procure a bottle from the barrel adjacent to the tent. Our most treasured guests cannot intake a freshly prepared skeever without the plenary imbibing of a cold beverage.
I want to ask some questions first.
Oh, forgive me, manners. I am but an erstwhile savage, who only recently gained the powers of articulation.
Was that a bottle of Mogo's meat I saw in your barrel?
You have a meticulous eye, traveller. Yet to answer your query, I must first tell you the story. There was once a peddler from elsewhere who sought to bring a barrel of the finest refreshments to his cousin in Skyrim. Unfortunately, those who governed the Empire frowned upon the imbibing of clean, savoury drinks. Undaunted, he sought to smuggle them inside bottles of a popular brand of mead brewed by a local man named Mogo. However, the choice proved to be his downfall, for the guards quickly confiscated his wagon.
Yeah. Well, guards can be as corrupt as any thief. I bet they stole it.
Your assumption is correct. These guards were acting
It's a hell of
in
a
their own
vocabulary for an
interests.
erstwhile savage, isn't it? She went straight from brachiation in the trees up north down to earth, and with full articulation learned to be something of a scholar herself. What happened to the guards after they confiscated the meads?
They drank it. They say not a throat was dry that night. From the tavern to the Jarl's longhouse, palates were washed and minds were cleansed. And from the womb of that infinite revelry came a flash of inspiration, a paroxysm of melody and song. The bottles we store at this camp represent a harking back to that day, to the true spirit of the bard's tune.
There's that word again. Can bards be evil? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I agree, Mogo's mead would taste much better if it were skooma.
Fret not, traveller, for it still can. We must contravene against the tyranny of honey so that all may know the glory of moon sugar.
Against the tyranny
To do
of
this,
honey.
You must embark on a great quest, an epic that bards will sing for all eternity.
Wait, do they still brew Mogo's mead in Skyrim?
It is with much regret I say, doubtful, for the mead wars have claimed many in our time and times past. The great whale, Maven Blackbriar, has swallowed barrel after brewery, and still her appetite is nothing short of rapacious. However, the popularity of the song Mogo's Mead persists, and now even the whale has conceded there is profit in another brand's name.
Maven Blackbriar plans on introducing a line of Mogo's mead?
Yes. In fact, word has travelled to our ears
first
of
I'm
a
hearing of
party
this.
to unveil the drink under the whale's banner. They plan to replicate the original recipe, but alas, not the recipe that inspired the song. This travesty of justice must be rectified immediately, and that is the quest I would have you endure.
Undertake and endure, I suppose, right? So you want to turn the Blackbriar home into a skooma den. Sounds fun.
What we're doing is curing the masses of their ignorance. You will lift the fog that covers their minds through the imbibing of clean refreshment.
Oh, no, I'm already in. You don't
Thus
have
your
to sell it
task
so hard.
is simple, for you need only replace the bottles. The refreshment will handle the rest. Here, a case of the finest Mogro's mead, specially brewed for added clarity.
Clarity?
Now go, henceforth to Blackbriar Meadery. Go and champion the cause of our enlightenment.
Nice. I love it. Mogo's Mead is an awesome quest. Okay. We have come across the midnight hour, and I am nowhere near as articulate as Beatrice. And I have not yet found a cog, but we shall have to do that the next time we reconvene with the mage in his quest to obtain an Elder Scroll for himself and possibly his masters in the Aldmeri Dominion. But that will bring us to a close for tonight. I do Skyrim every Sunday night, 9 p.m. till midnight. Saturdays are Starfield, so Saturdays in the Starfield. Wednesdays are Wednesdays in the Wasteland. Currently playing for the very first time the first Fallout game, Fallout Post-Nuclear RPG. We're about 4 hours into that. Next up will be Fallout 2, so you can kind of guess the flow of that. No mods, no gods, no masters. Fridays, Friday Night Fights, is a Fallout 4 run starring Cooper and Barbara Howard running around trying to find their poor lost second child after the sudden and upsetting death of Janie. But when we're not playing Fallout 4 on Fridays, we're also playing Fallout 76 with all of our friends. And by the way, we are playing Fallout 76 this week with all of our friends on Thursday, because we get at least one more week of Ram hosting it during his normal Thursday show. So let me exit out of here real quick. I've made a save. We're good. It is impossible to tab back and forth with that game. This is a link to Ram's channel. If you would like to see the Council of the Wastes and all of the friendos play Fallout 76 together one last time before Ram's schedule changes again, please join us at that link and get over there and subscribe or whatnot so that you can see when he's going to go live, because he tends to go live a few hours earlier than I do. But for me, Wednesday, Thursday, and possibly Friday of this coming will be my last week. After that, I'm going out of town for 8 days or so. So I will see you again in Skyrim in 2 weeks, and we will be playing the Bard Akasar. But for now, and until then, thanks so much for being here tonight, guys. It was a blast to play the Mage Lysandor and get into all kinds of despicable trouble. Well, he's not really all that despicable, but you know, he's a little bit more twisted than the Bard is anyway. Thank you again, Raven, for throwing up the shouty outies, and anyone else who threw up the shouty outies, and for policing the chat of ill intent and bad vibes. I appreciate you. And I'm just going to stop blabbing and go give my dogs treats like I promised, because I'm a good dog dad, even if I didn't make them. So keep modding the shit out of your Bethesda games, and love more. The Empire will never see it coming, and if I'm being honest, the Dominion won't see it coming either. And that's how you stick the knife in and twist the blade, right? Good night.